What was Lizzie McGuire?
That was a show, wasn't it?
It was a show, but like That's So Raven, I remembered like she's a psychic and she can see in the future. Kyle XY, he had no belly button. Hannah Montana, she was a singing lady, but also she was in normal school. Lizzie McGuire, I desperately the other day, like my phone had died so I couldn't look it up, and I was like, was she just a normal girl? What was Lizzie McGuire's deal?
Okay, let's see what Wikipedia says. The series follows 13-year-old Lizzie McGuire, a shy, clumsy teen who dreams to fit in and be popular at school. With the help of her best friends Miranda and Gordo.
I remember Gordo.
Yeah, episodes center on Lizzie's life, dealing with her family, mostly her parents, Joe and Sam, her younger brother Matt, and normal teenage life issues. Lizzie has an animated... I forgot, yeah. She has the little animated cartoon of herself that talks.
Yeah, I think that might have been the big deal.
That was the
Hold
thing.
on. Let me see what else I can find. Okay, here's
and she also solved murders on the side.
What?
They really buried the lead on that one, yeah.
Well, hold on. I'm on her fictional biography. It says Lizzie McGuire was born on Saturn's moon Titan as the son of Eternal's mentor and Suisan, and his brother is Eros of Titan and also known as Star Fox. Lizzie McGuire carries the deviance gene and as such shares the physical appearance of the Eternal's cousin race. At birth, her mother was shocked by her appearance and attempted to kill her due to believing that her son would annihilate all life. Oh, I'm sorry, her daughter would annihilate all life in the universe.
Oh, yeah, because her father was a planet.
Yes, her father was in fact a planet.
And that's a planet who sowed his seeds across the universe.
Okay.
So he could turn that universe into himself.
Okay, here's something interesting. Not Hannah Montana. Lizzie McGuire is eventually resurrected after her death and collects the Infinity Stones once again, and uses the stones to create the Infinity Gauntlet, making herself omnipotent, erasing half of the living things in the universe to prove her love to Gordo.
Oh, wait, there's a little bit of extra. Oh, it's always these footnotes. See, half the universe isn't actually erased. They're just conveniently tucked away to be brought back in the next movie.
This act and several other acts are eventually undone by Hannah Montana. Montana reveals that Lizzie McGuire has always allowed herself to be defeated because the Titan secretly knows she is not worthy of ultimate power. Oh shit, no. Lizzie McGuire joins Hannah Montana as part of the Disney Channel original series and helps to defeat the first evil and good personas of Lizzie McGuire and cure Raven of Warrior Madness.
You know, it was a really sad one when Lizzie McGuire first got the Infinity Gauntlet, made half the universe disappear, and then that scene centered on Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Yes!
It's like, Ashley, I don't feel so good.
Oh, man. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time. It's time for a load. I'm talking about a load of BS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a load of BS, the greatest show on the planet featuring the two best damn men of all time, and I'm talking about the B to the L-A-K-E. It's Blake Tanner.
That's me. And as always, I am joined by the cheesy, the wheezy, the beautiful Scottye girl.
Scottye girl, no.
Wait, cover Scottye.
Cover Scottye. I'm fine with that.
Scottye cover girl.
Cheesy, breezy, beautiful cover Scottye. Man, I have been, because I'm back on my fat diet, as it were, and...
So no diet.
No. Like, it's a diet. It's the keto diet where you have to up your fats, low your carbs, and your protein just kind of sits in between. And it does mean that almost daily I drink coffee with butter mixed into it. But you know what? That's whatever. That's just how Cover Scottye lives. but today, like, I've been trying to get to where, like, I feel like dairy is also a sticking point. Is like too much dairy will put you over the edge. So I was like, I'm trying to stay away from dairy. Until today, when I realized that if you just take cauliflower and substitute it for macaroni, you can make a pretty bitchin' macaroni and cheese. So I'm kind of back to where I started, where I'm just eating mac and cheese incessantly, just with a slightly healthier option.
Have you thought about doing it with broccoli?
Actually, I had broccoli in there as well today, and the broccoli, like, the cauliflower, it was just fucking mac and cheese. The broccoli tasted like mac and cheese that I had thrown in the grass just a little bit too much. Now, I don't know the appropriate amount you should throw mac and cheese in the grass, but I went over the limit when I put the broccoli in there.
I only ask because there is an actual dish called broccoli and cheese.
Yeah. That's like a normal thing.
But cauliflower to me is like vegetable brains.
It's really not that bad in the fact that it don't taste like anything. It's
exactly.
So it's like bread and macaroni and all that other shit. It's just like a tasteless thing I can put good cheese on.
No, but it's a tasteless thing that doesn't. It's got a very fall apart, like weird mouth texture.
Blake, you just described this podcast, a tasteless thing that has a weird fall apart mouth texture.
It's all about the mouthfeel, man.
Yeah, that mouthfeel. Yeah, they were like, chop it up so it's small like macaroni. I started chopping the cauliflower. I'm like, wow, this is just. That's not there. It's gonna take some real doing to make this macaroni shaped.
I just saw scientists have found a new, healthier way to cook broccoli.
Oh, really? Gamma rays. What the fuck? There's a giant broccoli stalk who's just like, oh, Brock smash.
Oh, it's there. Science words in here.
Yeah. So I think I figured out, like, you know, there are words that are offensive to certain groups of people.
Like broccoli.
Like broccoli. I think I have found a word that it can offend the most people with the least amount of syllables.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's probably on average. It's 2 syllables. But any man, if hit with this descriptor, will be offended. And it is, in fact, little. Because, let me tell you a little story, Blakey Tan. I was sitting at work the other day, and someone came up to me. I was at the register. Someone came up to me on their phone. Already not good practice for a human to do. And they just got, like, they don't even address me before into the phone they say, yeah, hold on a second. I'm just talking to this little guy up here. And I was this close to being like, bitch, I can show you littler. I am medium-sized. I am an average-sized boy. You will not call me little. How dare you?
Sir, please, leave.
I have not eaten mac and cheese every day for a year to earn the title little.
I'm sorry, watch out. Don't let the doorway hit you on the way out. Watch your forehead. We have a very low ceiling fan here, so you need to just be careful. I'm gonna turn it up real high, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was talking to Kareem Abdul-Kobe Bryant, fucking trying to talk to me about people being little. You ain't even that big. So there.
I mean, I can understand if it was a Shaquille O'Neal-sized person trying to talk to you.
No, it was not a such a, hey, how you doing? I'm just here to talk to this little. I feel like Shaq would be nicer. Shaq would be like, "No, I'm really the monstrosity in this world. You're the normal-sized person."
I feel like if and by all accounts, I don't think he was, and from what I've heard, but if it's like if Andre the Giant was an asshole.
If there was a dick Andre the Giant, and he was just like, "Hello, little man. How are you? The problem with an Andre the Giant imitation on a audio-based podcast is the fact that no one knows what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, little man, that time bring me shoes. Did you say bring me shoes? Bring me shoes. Okay,
Yeah.
Andre, I got you.
Because French, or, he was French, right?
Yeah, he was a French giant.
Yes. Well, because English, that would also mean it's not his first language, so he would always have that language barrier.
Yeah.
Versus the fact that his voice was lower than the 7th level of hell.
Tu es un petit peu de merde, monsieur. Okay, now that I got. You call me a little piece of shit, but okay, thank you. Thank you, Andre. Now, in addition to that, have you ever had someone call one of your projects little? It's enough to make you want to just rocket punch him in the jaw. He's working on his little project today, and I'm like, motherfucker, I understand that in scale, I am making a miniature boat in a fucking bottle, but don't you call my project little. This is my world right now. This old boat is my world.
This is mine. All mine. It's like at the internship I'm working at right now. I have a single project that I want to finish before it's over.
Your internship building ships in bottles.
My intern building ship.
Yeah.
I just want to get the signs to work, man. It's not going to be hard. It's just that no one's around to do it.
Yeah.
And it is, by all accounts, it's a small project in the grand scheme of things, but it's mine.
This is my world.
This is all mine.
Oh, man, but, okay, can we just shift gears to some happy, like a positive note, but also a confusing note?
I'm still reading about this fucking broccoli, so yes.
No, that's all segment 2 is going to be is Blake Tanner's book report on how to cook broccoli more efficiently. No, the other day, like, I've got, my managers around me at work, and I've got managers of other sections who I talk to, and they're usually really cool, and I'll hang out. And then one of them has been, like, really nice, and it's just like, Scottye, every time I see you, you cheer me up. Yeah, I never know what's gonna come out of you. Like, typical whatever stuff. And one day, me and her were talking, and she just walks away. She's like, all right, see you, Scottye. Love you.
Oh.
No, I have not had enough conversation to warrant that love you. I returned it, and I felt very warm as a person. But equally, I was so confused and equally mad that I cannot pull that move on other humans.
No, that is true, but
Like,
take
she's
the compliment.
I'm taking it.
Take it and love it. Like
Take
they
it.
love you.
Like, they love me. I was just sitting there like, I want to figure out, okay, Blake, let's workshop this. How can I, as a bearded, blonde, weird motherfucker who clearly his blood has become, he's more cheese than man now, twisted and evil. How do I tell random people I love them?
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
You don't.
But, I mean, she did it.
That's true.
She did it and it worked out fine. I need that. I want that.
I think you gotta read the room on that one.
Okay, so read the room,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I've read them all, loudly announce, I have read you, and I love you all.
I don't think that could fly in any room.
I feel like names are important. I feel like you need to know the name. You can't just be like, blonde number 3, I love you.
God, I would hope you know the person's name that you are professing some type of love for.
Craig, I love you, Craig. So, okay, how far into the knowing can I go until I can say I love you? Like, I love you. You're my buddy. I've known you for years, and I love you.
Oh, I love you too, buddy.
Yeah.
There can definitely be some hurdles with this one.
Okay, hold on. I will give you an example. One of our very close friends who recently, like literally yesterday, got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Her fiance, who I have met and talked to once.
Same.
Can I say I love her?
Yeah, because you have the tangential love.
Okay, so it's tangential. If I didn't love her fiance, I could not love her. But because I have that through line of love.
Yes, but you've got a lot of pre-existing love.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like it's a concentrated beam of love going to her and then shooting towards her fiance is what it is.
Yes.
But otherwise, so what you're saying is I need to get everybody engaged to people I already love, and then I could just love everybody.
Exactly.
Except, wait, that's going to start to delay me. So what
at that point, you can love everybody that they love.
No. Here's what it is. You get all your friends married. That way they all love someone who you can now love. Then you have to purposefully screw up all of the marriages so they get divorced. And now all of the divorced people go on to get into more marriages. That spawns into 4 people per group you can now love, starting from just 1. If you keep this going, it is an exponential increase in the number of people you can say I love you to.
Yes.
Yes, that's the Bill Nye that was my favorite episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy, where he was just like, here's how you break up your best friend's marriage. Follow me.
Come on, kids. I'm about to be on the Snoop Dogg show.
I don't know what the Snoop Dogg show is, but I want to be on it right now. Well, y'all, welcome back to the Snoop D-O-double-G show. I'm your big host, the Big Snoop Dogg. Our first guest today is, of course, Bill Nye, the motherfucking science guy. How you doing, Bill? The universe is infinite. That's mad fucking chill, bro. Awesome.
No, I think it was on... the show's called The Joker's Wild. Snoop Dogg presents The Joker's Wild. That's it.
Wait, this wasn't a gag?
Oh, buddy, this is a real thing.
Oh, this is a gift you've given me. I love you now. I love you for this gift.
Wait. Yes.
What? Is it real? It just took a minute?
Oh, no, it's very real. Oh, there are some very widely differing reviews on this show.
Yeah. Blake now has gone from broccoli to reviews of Joker's Wild, the Snoop Dogg joint.
Yep. IMDb, not a big fan of this show.
IMDb, not the biggest fan of Snoop Dogg's Joker's Wild.
Google users, pretty big fans of this show.
You know, Google users are usually a bigger fan, and I think it's because fans would be the only people who actually Google it. Like...
That's true.
Yeah.
But this also means that anybody that has seen this show through a Google service, so I assume that, like, anytime it's on YouTube or something...
Yeah.
As long as they like that.
They're like, I'm down with Snoop Dogg. So what's the premise of Screw the rest of the show. What's Joker's Wild about?
It's a chance to win $25,000.
Okay, now why was Bill Nye? All right, things haven't been good in recent years, so I just really need this 25 grand.
Okay, what I think happened is he's doing something else now.
Yeah.
This is the show that he started doing last year in October. But now he's doing some kind of interview thing because I saw a preview of him talking to Bill Nye and Snoop making a Sweet Ganja reference, and Bill's kind of just being like,
Oh, yes, you're making a marijuana reference.
Excellent reference to the pot. I'm sure you're experienced with that, Snoop. You know I am, so I smoke weed each and every day. In fact, I have a song that explicitly states that I smoke weed every day.
Indeed. Come on, let me show you.
Let me show you. Wait, hold on. Was that Snoop Dogg or Bill Nye?
No, that's Bill. He's like,
I've come up with some theories about getting that J in you the best way possible.
First things first, do you know how to cook broccoli the most effectively?
It's the same basic premise.
It's you fucking cook it. That's about it. Oh, man. So, you know how last year when I was in Florida, we basically had a long-running series of episodes that were basically the slow descent of my shame? It was the Scottye Moore Lowers His Shame Tour 2017.
yeah.
Well, it's been a reunion. It's been a reunion tour the past couple of weeks because, man, when you're on the diet I am, you gotta drink a lot of water or else you'll get dehydrated. And the problem with that is you pee a lot.
Yeah.
And the problem with peeing a lot is I have too much social anxiety to at work just calm down and be like, yeah, I kind of need to pee. Because, like, the first hour, that's fine. 30 minutes in, I cannot say it again. I feel uncomfortable saying it again, so I have to be like, oh, yeah, my manager called me to the back and I have to go. Or I've got to get some water from the back. For some reason, my mind cannot break that barrier to believing that someone will believe that I pee 30 minutes after I pee.
We had a fun running joke backstage at the show that we just wrapped up, where my buddy Mo would be very hydrated.
Yeah.
And he would, and half the cast sat on stage for the whole 2.5 hours of the show. So by the time the show was finished, Mo would be running to the getting into the bathroom, and then you would hear the Hoover Dam bursting.
No, dude, you're pretty accurate with me as well. To the point where, like, some days I'll just, like, 6 o'clock will approach or 9 o'clock and I'll be like, oh, thank God, it's time to leave. And then I will start on the way to walking to my car, be like, uh-oh, the pee is happening and I can't control it. But I've already clocked out of work and I refuse to re-enter this building to do a pee. So now I'm just like, I gotta find somewhere. I gotta get a cup or something. And, there are numerous old Wendy's cups in my car that have been decimated.
Oh, buddy.
I know, and I'm not proud of it, Blake. I'm not proud of a lot of the things. Like, I read Terry Crews's book recently. It's very good. Learned a lot of stuff. He's deaf at certain tones of his speech and stuff like that. It's great. But at some point, he's just like, you got to determine your self-worth. Determine your self-worth and act like you're worth that much. And I'm like, my self-worth is $2 an hour because I just pissed into a Wendy's cup in the parking lot of my job.
At least get a bottle.
No, dude, the cup is... Here's the beauty of the cup is the fact that it's got a wide opening. That way you can kind of just aim wherever. It's like a real urinal situation.
It does, but what happens if once you have finished and you're getting out of whatever awkward position I assume that you have to take, is if as soon as like that thing tips over a little bit too much...
Wait, hold on. You don't think I immediately empty it?
I do, but I'm thinking everything in between the point of you zipping back up to pouring that out your car is nothing but points of failure.
I will tell you, there was one time, cup in hand, going, and I can't remember what happened, but I had to, like, jostle, and don't jostle with a cup of piss in you, because it's just everywhere, and, no. It was before I peed in the cup, which made it even better. It was the fact that the glass still had water in it. And so as I like jostled, it went onto my pants, and I'm like, I might as well just piss myself at this point. There's not really a point of going on at this now, is there?
And of course, there's always the worry of getting so distracted by something you see out of your car. You're like, huh, that was a weird thing that I just saw. What was I doing? I don't know. Hey, Wendy's.
Oh, yeah. What was I just doing, and why is my dick out in this Wendy's cup? Oh, well, I guess I'm going to drink this.
I'm thirsty.
You would think I would only do this, like, under the cover of night, but I did do it in broad daylight today. Just like, okay, gotta hurry. The double dare clock is counting down, and I do not have much time.
Oh, boy.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was made this way. I'm sorry that I also, later in the same night that I pissed into a cup, had to go out to my car to get the stuff to make a whiskey sour, wasn't wearing pants, and thought, should I put on pants? No, I'll just throw on this old-ass robe I got at Epcot 2 years ago, and that should cover me enough. Should I buckle it? No, of course not. I am a sad, strange little man, and I have my own pity. Thank you, Buzz Lightyear.
Oh gosh, hold on.
But meanwhile, Blake's just like, let me just see if my show's running for another damn weekend so I can get away from this garbage heap of a podcast.
Looks like we're back in business.
Yeah!
Quitting preaching, killing kids.
You did it!
We did it.
Special Boy Garrett running one more week, only in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But
We
you know
did
what's running forever, Blake? Or at least until I run out of the money to keep the website going?
My body.
MyBody.aloadofpurebs.com. That's right, everybody. If you want to touch Blake Tanner's body, go to mybody.aloadofpurebs.com. But if you want Blake Tanner's face to touch your body, go to merch.aloadofpurebs.com and pick you up some BS merch. We got all kinds of different shirts. We got shirts for Fight Boys, shirts for Opposite Attractions. We got shirts for BS. We got the brand new My Little BS shirt with me and Blake's cute little phone. Look at the look on your face is the best. It's a look of, I did not approve this shirt design. Scottye put it on the website without me asking. So...
Did you hear about that thing that happened in Great Britain?
I thought did you hear about that broccoli situation?
Yeah, it's where the prince got married to a stalk of broccoli.
Oh yeah. Also, guys, merch.loadofpurebs.com. Go get your shirts. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, I heard about Prince Harry getting married to a stalk of broccoli. It was pretty sweet, dude.
I feel like that's very disingenuous.
Well, I mean,
now that I think about it, but it was also the final stage in our plan to actually rebel against Great Britain again.
Oh wait, hold on. Have we not already been doing that?
We did it once, but we never got the job done.
Yeah.
So now we gotta finish it.
We gotta finish the job. So wait, are you saying the stalk of broccoli that he married is our infiltrator?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because, as you well know, broccoli is very deadly to British people.
Oh, I'll bet it is. That's why they eat peas all the time. They're like, we've got to get our greens somehow. Gotta get it through peas. That's how they all talk over there, those silly fucks. Anyways.
Oh, no. What are we doing? I'm hungry.
I'm sorry. Do you want some broccoli?
Yep, just chop it really fine. Pour
Chop
it
it
down my throat.
broccoli. Chop it broccoli. Oh, good old SNL. Actually, that's not even SNL. That's just a random Dana Carvey skit. What has this show become? Okay.
No, we're pretty on. We're on brand for that.
We're pretty on brand. So I've come up with notes for our segment too, and I had a few different options. If you just want, I know this is usually something we need to do in pre-pro, but we'll just do it during the show. I thought about talking about alternative Christian parody rock band apologetics.
Oh, God.
Until I went to their website and realized that it has not been updated since I listened to them in middle school, and it's still just as cringy of parodies. I thought about discussing the fact that in the song Walking in Memphis, he literally sees a ghost of Elvis and doesn't tell anybody until he produces the song. Or I thought, since, all these great movies are coming out with superheroes, we make our own superhero film.
It's a broccoli-based superhero, right?
Well, no. Here's the thing, and I found
Broccoli boy.
the other day.
Brocco lad.
Brocco boy. The other day, I found a cool website called. I can't find it. The Superpower Wiki. And essentially, it's just a list of superpowers. So, I think we could just hit random page and get our boy an ability. Well, hold on. Are we going to do a boy or are we going to do multiple boys a la the Avengers? Should we just see what our first boy is and then see if he needs some backup?
Well, let's just see what this first superpower is, then we can create the character around that.
Okay. So our first superhero. What the fuck is this? It just says spring form. The power to transform completely or partially into springs. So he just turns into fucking springs, I guess.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what are you thinking for this guy?
He's kind of like Mr. Incredible.
But shitty.
Pretty shitty, and also his greatest enemy is rust.
Okay, so it doesn't specify metal springs, but I guess our boy has metal springs.
Oh, he is all metal springs. His bones were replaced with metal springs.
Now, hold on. That's actually a really dope superhero idea that we're copywriting right now. Bones are replaced with springs. So he's very flexible, I'd say, as well, if his bones are springs.
But the really shitty thing is that his skin is not extra stretchy.
Oh, no! Okay. So here's what I'm envisioning for this man. He has all of his joints intact, but the part that connects his elbow to his hand, that's all gone. And it's just a giant spring, and he looks like Rayman, and it jumps back and forth.
Yeah.
So
he lost his skin a long time ago.
Okay, so what's his name?
Springy Dan.
Springy Dan. Now I'm not saying Springy Dan couldn't carry his own 3-movie series, but I think this is our Avengers. So Springy Dan has now been joined by somebody who has, what the fuck? This just says universal manipulation. The user can manipulate the entire universe and everything within. Okay. So
I
feel
they've already got a movie about that.
I feel like they may be a little bit overpowered, so we have to give them something personality-wise that's helps them not use this for evil gain or to be overpowered. And I think that's just they're incredibly stupid.
Or it could just be God.
Oh, so Springy Dan and God. I love that title because it implies that God is the sidekick to this no-harmed spring motherfucker. Okay, so obviously, I think what it is Springy Dan one day, saw a superhero film. It's like, why can't I have superpowers? I want something like that. How dare you curse me, God? And the next, what?
Hold on, I want to take this just real quick. Okay. I think I've got it.
Okay.
Springy Dan sees that movie. He gets real mad at God, but instead of God coming along and giving him spring powers, he makes a deal with the devil.
Okay.
And the devil curses him with his horrible spring powers.
Okay, and so now he has to team up with God to take on the devil. Mm-hmm. So it's Springy Dan and God versus the devil. The new BS joint. Also produced by Snoop Dogg.
Weirdly enough, Snoop Dogg plays both God and the devil.
I'm really down. Well, no, I don't want him to be both. I'm really down with Springy Dan. No. Snoop Dogg's the villain. I don't know who our villain is yet. I don't know why, but I want God to be played by Norm Macdonald. He's just like, hey, I'm omnipotent over here or something. I don't know. Anyways, you wanna go out, you stupid spring motherfucker? Alright. Wow, I thought the Norm Macdonald impression would have got a bigger laugh, but that's alright. Anyways,
Well,
we got Now, who should Springy Dan be played by?
Oh, let's see. Who's that guy?
I'm still thinking of shitty impressions I can do, and yes, Kevin Hart did come up next.
Yep. Well, no, I'm just thinking because his contract is up. So
Wait, what?
I think
Robert Downey Jr.
Sure.
Hey, Springy man, I don't feel so good.
I
You
mean,
remember that?
I was going to say Chris Evans, but RDJ works just as fine.
Okay. Robert. No, we get all of them. We get Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and they're all playing. It's like that movie that Heath Ledger was in, but then he died, and they're like, okay, well, now we need to just bring in 3 different actors to play him. So throughout the film, Springy Dan is played by other former superheroes. So Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans. I think Ryan Reynolds we could probably get, even though he's a current superhero. Oh man,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, and I don't know who else we would get, but that's Hugh Jackman, of course. In the third act finale is when Hugh Jackman finally comes out. Wait, and my favorite part of this entire thing is it pans down to Springy Dan's hands, and 3 corkscrews come out of his knuckles. Let's go. Okay.
And there are inappropriate, like, levels of over-the-top spring sounds that are made whenever he does stuff.
Boing, boing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so they're teaming up to face the devil, but, I mean, I feel like we can't just give the devil all the powers. Or do the devil have a lackey, and that's who they're fighting in this one?
I think, yeah, it has to be one of the devil's lackeys, but, like, I think that the devil doesn't even need to show up much for this movie.
Yeah, okay, so I'm seeing a real, like, Inspector Gadget, like, over the shoulder of Dr. Claw where you couldn't see him, except you also see a blunt in his hand, and he's just like, all right, now go do the dog's bidding. Do it, big man. It's like, all right. Thank you, Snoop Dogg Devil.
And I think this is in a world where, like, humanity has fallen away to the point where the devil is now more powerful than God because he has more souls on his side.
Oh, shit, that's dark, and I love it. I'm really down with that. Okay, so, like, most people on this earth are shitty. I think Springy Dan was probably shitty, too.
Oh, he probably was until, like, the superpowers were what made him realize just how shitty everything was, even him. I
think not only that, but he was also bad at being shitty. So he was like a thief, but a bad thief. He was really bad at it. And so that's why he got mad at God. I don't know. Everything that goes wrong in his life, he blames on God.
Well, that's probably what everybody does.
Yeah. And that's why God's like really upset. All right. So anyways, the devil sends one of his lackeys to Earth, and his lackey... Fucking what is this website? It just says rubber constructs. The power to create constructs out of rubber.
Oh, so he's just Rubber Band Man.
Okay, so here's the thing. You don't see his face either. So you see the devil in his chair, then a figure walks up and he's just like, looks like they found themselves, or no, he's like, looks like he found himself a new partner. You better take him out soon. And at which point, you just see the figure nod, so you don't really know, like, what he's about, and then you just hear, like, a down, kind of rubber man tries to jam, and then you get a Spider-Man 3-esque walking scene where the Rubber Band Man goes down the street and he just points at people while he's just like, I'm back on Earth. I'm the Rubber Band Man.
Oh, this has got to be because it's such an upbeat song. He has got to just be causing mayhem as he does this as well.
Oh, no. Hold on. I was thinking kind of a Venom situation where the rubber's all coming from his body. But no, he can make constructs out of rubber.
Oh yeah, he rubbers everything.
Rubbers everything.
Like,
okay, so like you see
there's a scene where he comes on and it's like someone crosses him or like almost trips him or something, and he just makes a big condom like wrap around them.
Well, no, I don't even like the idea that they're crossing him. I like the idea that he is happily jaunting down the street, his iPod playing Rubber Band Man, as he points and like a giant rubber band appears between two light posts, and there's a bus full of orphans that hit it, and then it shoots it back, and then it kills a giant albino gorilla. And that's one thing. And he keeps walking down the street, and then he sees a couple who's been working for months to have a baby, and then he just like shoots a finger, then all of a sudden a condom appears on his dick. And you're like, no, we've been working so hard.
Gotta get. No, he turns his dick into a condom.
Oh wow, hold on, that could work because he can turn anything into a rubber structure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Obviously, the beginning of this is a real origin story movie. That's why we don't have the devil until like the third movie. He's our Thanos. So,
see, this is because you got to get the team together before you take on the devil.
Oh, okay. So, So we have the first third of the movie is Springy Dan, firstly known as Dan Danderson, and the fact that he does not enjoy his life as a small petty thief, and he just wishes he had powers. And then all of a sudden, the devil's like, "I'll make you a deal, boy. I'll make you a deal. Come here, I'll give you springs for bones." He's like, I don't know if that's good or not. He's like, do it. It's a superpower, isn't it? Isn't that everything you've ever wanted? Springs for bones? And he's like, that's the worst thing you've ever came up with, but it is a superpower, so yes, I will take it.
I think at that point, the devil would like pop in a VHS tape into an old VCR, and it would just be a shitty little video of somebody like just doing all the spring powers, but doing them good.
No, it's a video of Rayman, but he's photoshopped springs onto the arms. Yeah. And he's like, see how he does it, boy? I also forgot that Snoop Dogg was playing the devil for this whole scene, but it's okay. So that's the end of like Act 3, or Act 1. No, that's the end of Act 3, end of the play.
Then the show's over.
End of Act 1 is that, and then all of a sudden he starts seeing like, I don't know, there's gotta be something in the deal he makes allows the devil to like really start some shit.
Maybe.
I have an idea. But it's dark. It's really dark. I'll turn your bones to spring in exchange for your firstborn child. And so, he does it because he is that shitty of a person. And the child is now the Antichrist. And that's what allows the earth to start getting so shitty, is because this baby is coming around and making people... The baby is also walking down the street to Rubber Band Man. And making... This whole movie is nothing but a bunch of evil people walking down the street while Rubber Band Man plays.
Oh, we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to buy some rights.
Mostly the rights to Rubber Band Man, but that's it.
Repeatedly.
Okay. So, after this, God comes down to Earth and he starts to sort things out, but he starts sorting things out, like, around Springy Dan. And Springy Dan's like, who are you, man? And he's like, I'm God. Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, how you doing? It's me, Norm MacDonald, and I'm God. That's a pretty wacky costume choice if you ask me. Anyways, that was the KFC Colonel. That's basically God. Anyways, you want to team up or something? At which point, that's when it cuts to the devil. And then
I think, actually, see, because Springy Dan, rather, he's had this
Springy Dan, rather. That's his official
Springy
name.
Dan, rather. But, old Dan, he's just in this real bad slump. And so for the first time in his life, he starts to praying.
Yeah. Well, no.
This is when a drunk
guy just like stumbles off the street and runs into him and says, "Here, okay, you ready? Let's go."
Hey! Hey! You're praying? Also, he is Springy Dan at this point because he's already made the deal with the devil, and his daughter's been turned into the Antichrist. Anyway, so since it's now the end of the segment, I guess the rest of the movie unfolds and Springy Dan kills the rubber band man. Oh my god, I just now realized. That's like the best two people to go against one another. Because you got the two stretchy things going against one another. A spring versus a rubber band.
Oh.
This is fucking phenomenal. We could probably pitch this in a coked up producer and be like, we can make it.
Hell yeah.
So he takes them out, but then that's also... Wait, no. The whole plot through the whole thing is Rubber Band Man is trying to take away the child to turn it into the Antichrist. And Rubber Band Man, or Springy Dan's like, I don't want that. And that's why God teams up with him. Then, end of the film, the Rubber Band Man's been defeated, but the devil has the baby, snaps his fingers, half of humanity dies, and also... and also the baby. And he's now taking the baby back to Earth.
Wait, so Rubber Band Man is defeated but not killed.
No. Rubber Band Man is straight up dead.
No, hold on.
Oh, okay, I'm waiting.
Defeated, not killed. Like, he is in his death throes, and he starts to see, like, understand how shitty everything is. And kind of as he understands this, Dan is trying to, like, come join us. We can defeat the devil together with our mighty stretchiness. He's like, okay. Bow wow, hold on.
Wait, hold on, dog. I'm about to take your baby away.
He takes the baby, makes half of humanity disappear, and Rubber Band Man fades away.
Oh, no! Okay, now cut to, I assume you're staying through the credits of this film.
Yeah.
Where...
Because the credits are 10 seconds long.
Well, not only that, a man walks out and he just says, Are you Springy Dan? And God? Yes. I'm Nether Breath. I have the power to generate from within oneself nether and release them from the mouth. And I'd like to recruit you for the random page. I'd like to recruit you for the Pyrotechnic Magic Society. And that's the beginning of the BSU, the BS universe. That might be the worst thing we've ever done on this show. We've done good, we've done bad. Okay.
Well, at the very least, we made something and put it out into the world now.
And that's what writing's all about, guys. You just gotta get out there. You gotta work at it. And something will come of it eventually. Look, guys.
Most of the time it's shit like that, but sometimes...
They can't all be winners. Sometimes you have two eerily similar heroes and villains fighting each other in the end of your movie. But it's fine. But you know what actually is fine, Blake?
Yep.
All of our patrons over at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Patreon.com/a-load-of-BS is the website where you can go to support these BS boys right here and all of the other BS network shows, like A Load of BS, like Fight Boys, like Opposite Attractions, like Fun Fiction. What? That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BS Network family of products. Fun Fiction, a brand new show where me and my friend Breno, we sit down, we talk about whatever movie we saw that week, whatever TV show, and then we read fan fiction about it and try to make our own fan fiction. Our very first episode is coming out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, so check it out. We talk about Deadpool 2, and it gets pretty spoilery, but it's a very, very good show, so make sure to check that out. Oh, and also, make sure to go to patreon.com/a-load-of-BS so you can be shouted out like our Patreon saints. Like Deborah Moore, Scott Moore, like Alvis Edgehart, like Miss Jenny Side, like all of our beautiful BS babies over at patreon.com/a load of BS. Now, Blake, it's time for us to make a decision.
Oh,
Because
this
we
is
are,
hard.
yeah, this is going to be tough. We are in the final round of the top 8 of the BS Buckwild Movie Tournament. A tournament that I honestly did not expect to go this fucking long. Last week, of course, we saw Space Jam easily defeat Despicable Me 3. Which, by the way, I think it was yesterday at work, some little kid came in and he just kept staring at his phone, and I walked over and he was watching Despicable Me 3, and I just wanted to be like, yo, you like podcasts? You want to listen to a podcast on that shit?
No, he does not.
No, he better not want to. But yeah, this week, I think our first round was pretty tough. Because first round was what? It was Lobster versus All Dogs, was it? I can't remember.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was a toughie. But I think this might be the toughest pick of the entire tournament, and it is Food Fight, that garbage ass Charlie Sheen film, versus Bad Lieutenant, Port of Orleans, starring
You whiffed the title, but okay.
Bad Lieutenant, Port of New Orleans,
Closer.
Bad Lieutenant, New Orleans Fuckboy,
There you go.
starring your friend and mine, Nicolas Cage. And man, I want to admit my bias, that way I can no longer be controlled by it. Nicky's our best friend. I
Yep.
love Nicky, and I
He's
want him to
wonderful.
go through to the next round. But I also know Food Fight is a very tough competitor.
It is. They're both very good. They're both very good contenders.
They really are. Now, I think you actually did not finish your Bad Lieutenant speech, though. I thought you said you had more the last time you brought it on.
Oh, Scottye, that was months ago.
It was, but I'm just saying, like, if you happen to remember anything about Bad Lieutenant, you didn't bring it up. Other than that weird lizard scene.
The fucking lizard, yeah. Hold on.
Hold on, let me close out all these pages about walking in Memphis. I found the fucking Rap Genius page for walking in Memphis.
God. I just found a list of like 10 different movie clips from this movie.
Like, look, Nicky's gonna get mad at us.
Oh, there's this one where is that a hookah that they're shotgunning? No, it is some type of, it's crack. They're shotgunning crack.
Oh, okay. NBD.
Oh, so what happens is, after shaking down a couple for drugs, Cage's character makes out with a young woman, shotgunning this crack into each other's mouths.
Yeah.
And then they start making out in front of the lady's boyfriend.
How do you shotgun crack into someone's mouth?
Well, you smoke it. So it's like doing that in any type of smoking.
Oh, so it's like from one person to another. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing. Yeah. With what was that? Crack cocaine? Okay.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay, give me more. Give me more. I need more.
Okay, let's see. What's this one? Great news is what this one is called. In the aftermath of the shootout at Big Fate's mansion, what's this news? I actually have to watch some of these clips.
Blake says, I'm just gonna casually sit here.
There's the one where he cuts off an old lady's oxygen supply because the old lady won't tell him where his grandson is.
Does he plug it back in?
Eventually.
What?
Then he points a gun at her and he's like, "Oh, if you don't want me to kill you slowly, I can just do this. Just kill you right now."
You're like, I'm
Oh,
good,
bitch.
actually.
I will do it.
Man, Nicky Cage is so fucking like the best thing to ever happen. Now, while you're doing that, I am on the Food Fight page, so we can just kind of like dueling banjos with these. I'm just now kind of looking at the cast, and I really do like that they got Hillary and Haley Duff in it, which I didn't expect. Edie Clerk, who of course has also been in. Oh, okay, hold on. I think I've found the casting choice of a generation, which is the fact that fucking Chris Kattan is in this as a penguin.
Yep.
And a descendant of Walt Disney is in this film, which caused his frozen head to rotate, I believe. Couldn't exactly roll, but it fucking rotated.
Yep. Over in his pseudo grave.
Yeah, in his pseudo grave.
Yep. Now, as we talked about last time, Bad Lieutenant was directed by the one, the only Werner Herzog.
So good. That touches my heart.
Yep. And I'm just reading on the Wikipedia page for some backstage stuff. So you know the original Bad Lieutenant movie, released in 1992.
I don't, dude. Like, I'll be honest.
It was a movie. It was, I think it was a good movie too. I've never watched that one. But the director of that movie, Abel Ferrara.
Yeah.
Ferrara. That's his. Yeah. Abel Ferrara. They have a whole section on the Wikipedia about his reaction to Port of Call Nolans.
Was it on par with the guy from Space, like the old Space, like, who was it? It was Chuck? The old Looney Tunes guy being like, Bugs Bunny would have solved Space Jam in 12 minutes.
Okay. Abel Ferrara, director of the 1992 film, has been quoted by various media outlets as being very angry about the film. It was first announced, Ferrara was quoted as saying, "As far as remakes go, I wish these people die in hell."
Oh my god! The beginning of that has no connection to the end. It's not like as far as remakes go, this was good. As far as remakes go, this was bad. As far as remakes go, ... I hope you all burn in hell.
He continues to say, "I hope they're all in the same streetcar and it blows up."
Damn, son!
When asked later about his response to Ferrara's statements, Herzog stated that he does not know who Ferrara is. And
I have no idea who this man is.
I have never seen a film by him. I have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
Herzog also said of Ferrara, "I would like to meet him, and I have a feeling that if we met and talked over a bottle of whiskey, I should add, I think we could straighten everything out."
It would be fine.
And then he could break the bottle of whiskey over the dude's head.
Yeah.
Because he's Werner frickin' Herzog.
Let's see. Oh my god, there was food fight merchandise.
Yes, there was.
I also, dude, can we just discuss the DVD cover for Food Fight?
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Well, hold on, let me see. Oh man, where's that main character? Oh yeah, the bottom left corner. Meanwhile, on the very front is Charlie the tuna. I think that's the Twinkie the kid and the Velasic penguin. Not penguin, but
Pelican.
No, he's a penguin.
Okay. I think he's a pelican. That's a pelican,
yeah,
right?
He's a pelican. What the fuck? This movie was supposed to be released in 2003. Let's see. The film was supposed to be oh wait, hold on. In late 2002, early 2003, Kazanov, the director, reported that hard drives containing unfinished assets from the film had been stolen in what he called an act of industrial espionage. I call it mercy.
Right.
You got
they knew what was happening and they didn't want it to get out into the world.
It was actually Werner Herzog who was just like, "Look, no, I cannot let this happen. Bad Lieutenant's coming out soon. The world has had enough."
God. Also, I don't know if I've talked about the animation style of Food Fight because it's really bad.
Well, okay, what I'm seeing here apparently is the film's rights were bought by a separate company, and the investors ultimately invoked a clause in their contract that allowed that allowed the Fireman's Fund Insurance Company, which had insured Food Fight, to complete and release the film as inexpensively and quickly as possible, and it shows.
Oh. I'm just watching the trailer for this movie, and yeah.
It's rough. I'm not just looking at the critical reception, where it's just like, the animation appears unfinished and the plot is impenetrable and even offensive. One of the worst animated movies ever made.
Yep.
Hollywood News said it's by far the crappiest piece of crap I have ever had the misfortune to watch. Yeah, almost everybody just shits on this film together. It's a unified shitting on this film.
Yep.
I'm kind of curious what Charlie Sheen thinks about Food Fight.
Ooh, that's a good...
Yeah, just because, like, that's... Hold on. Food Fight thoughts. Because this was before Charlie Sheen had his crazy... Had crazy happen to him.
Yes.
So this is now just... Charlie Sheen at his normal times.
Christopher Lloyd's character in this movie does look like a very strange mad scientist who runs a convenience store.
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is this? I just looked up Charlie Sheen interview. Some fans want to ask Charlie Sheen what it was like working on this masterpiece called Food Fight. These questions were created by, oh my god, I'm not reading that name out loud, on the Food Fight 24/7 live stream. Thanks, Apple. Okay, Blake, I'm gonna need you to be full in character as Charlie Sheen. And I'm gonna bring you these questions. So Charlie, welcome back to Inside the Actors Studio. What was it like working on Food Fight?
What?
Food Fight, your 2012 film where you portrayed Dex Dog Detective, the dog mascot of something.
That was good.
Okay, now when you first saw the script for Food Fight, what did you think about Food Fight?
I like dogs.
Okay, that's good. Now, what do you think? What did you do or think when Food Fight was stolen?
I did it.
No, wait, why would you do this?
Because I just wanted to keep it for myself.
I wanted to
I loved it so much.
End me! No.
And I wanted to die with it.
Now, did this movie impact your career in any major way? Did it really get
Does
you
it
going?
fucking look like it did?
Now, when this movie was released, were you expecting it to flop?
Did it flop?
It was released straight to DVD. I'm almost positive so.
I think you're wrong.
Now, what are your thoughts about the recent popularity about the movie? Almost entirely from one JonTron episode.
It's getting it's just due.
Okay.
It's getting its due, man.
Now, what really happened when the movie was stolen? This is like the 60 minutes didn't do and breaks it down.
Oh, I was in the studio one day and I just saw it there and I took it.
Can I just say, okay? Can I just say your Charlie Sheen accent is killer? Just hey man, what's up?
Hey,
It's me, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. I'm a little bit past.
I mean, it's not
Tiger
really
Blood
that.
days, so.
Charlie Sheen's voice hurts to do because I used to do a Charlie Sheen impression, and then I would wake up the next day with a hangover. I would just want to be like, "Hey man, what's up? It's me, Charlie," and then I would just immediately black out, and I wouldn't know what's going on anymore.
That's because when you channel Charlie Sheen, you channel the years and years of abuse that he's done to his body.
All of it. What's he been up to lately?
I don't know. We're getting far from the point.
Nah, dog, it's fine. Anyways, so Food Fight, Bad Lieutenant. Do you have any more points for Bad Lieutenant to bring in?
My thing with Bad Lieutenant is it is Nicolas Cage at his fucking best doing what he does, which is just be off the rails, all nigh incomprehensibly like crazy.
Yeah. Well, Blake.
Drug taking, cop dealing, motherfucker shooting. And that's, yeah.
I feel like there's a difference between bad and buck wild. And that's where we're having to stand here. Because
Yeah.
I think Food Fight is bad. But Bad Lieutenant is buck fucking wild. So
It's
my
pretty fucking buck
my-
wild. Now, Food Fight does have some buck wild moments in it, but
it does have a
it's
chocolate
so-
shit rat.
yeah, it is so overshadowed by the bad.
Yeah. So Blake, I'm gonna put my vote in. Bad Lieutenant, my boy.
I think old Nicky Boy is taking us for
Yeah.
a ride.
Well, not only that, it's also because I know the final four we have to watch, and I
Yep.
don't fucking want to watch Food Fight. I do not physically want to watch Food Fight.
No, because it's not something you would ever want to watch.
Yeah, exactly. So Blakey Tan, the Blakey man, the Spring
Yep.
man. It's been an episode, my boy. What did you
God.
learn?
I learned that the healthiest diet for your spring-loaded bones is cauliflower and cheese.
And butter coffee. And I learned that I'll give you spring bones for your firstborn child, boy. I learned it. I learned that I'll give you anything for your firstborn. I
Yeah,
do
boy.
love that he didn't consider negotiating. He didn't consider, like, maybe I could get more for my baby. He's like, nah, turn my bones into spring. I'm down with
Exactly.
this. So, Blake Tanner,
Yeah, buddy.
where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on the Twitter. You can find me at the same place on Instagram. And you can also find me doing this podcast every week, doing the Fight the Boys podcast on the BS Network. And you can also find me streaming pretty regularly on the Darkroom Vidya. That's Darkroom VIDYA on Twitch. And also the videos that they do on YouTube.
And you can find me on Twitter at ScottyMo. That's SCOTTYEMO. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to buy all my books on Amazon. Queasel Corp, the whole Queasel Corp trilogy. There's the original book, Queasel Corp Risen, Queasel Corp Revelations. I just released the last one, and I'm super duper proud of it. And I want you guys to check them out. And of course, BS versus the Gods. You can buy a novel with me and Blake in it, fucking fighting off gods and doing awesome shit without spring-loaded arms. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check out all the other BS Network programs wherever good podcasts are sold. There's Fight Boys, our pro wrestling podcast, Opposite Attractions, our theme park podcast, and then, of course, the brand new Fun Fiction, the show where we take some good media and we make it great with the use of fan fiction. We take your favorite things and we make them better over at Fun Fiction. First episode is coming out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure to check that out. And of course, you can find us at aloadofpurebs.com. Buy our merch at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Donate to the Patreon. Find us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And remember, you can find both of us on Twitter at a load of pure BS, except no substitutes, because we will see you next week.